All right, you guys, welcome to graphing piecewise functions, and we're going to do everything on Desmos. So basically what I'm doing for you is I'm modeling for you exactly what you're going to do with your worksheet and how to type it into Desmos, but then also too, how to take these 4 answer choices and compare it to what Desmos has done. Because Desmos is really like, it's close. It's not perfect, but it's close, and we're going to go with that. All right, so if I want to take number 1 and I want to type it in. So for every line that I have, that's how many lines I'm going to have in Desmos. So since this is a 2-line problem, I'll have 2 lines in Desmos. So I'm going to type negative x, and then in curly brackets, x less than or equal to negative 4, close my curly brackets. Okay. Now, one thing you could do is you could start eliminating answer choices, but I'm going to just type in everything because I want to see the whole picture, because right now they all look kind of similar. So let's just go ahead and see what the second half looks like. All right, now I want to do a division. So 1 and then x plus 1 in the denominator, and then x greater than or equal to negative 1. Okay, so that's perfect because right now when I look at A, okay, answer choice A, there's no comparison. B, absolutely, that's definitely my answer. I'm going to talk about this dotted line in just a minute. All right, C, no comparison. D, no comparison. Okay, so we definitely know answer choice B is correct answer. Now, this dotted line, okay, it's an asymptote. And what it is it's just telling you that this graph never actually touches this vertical line at x equals negative 1, okay? And if I were to, as just a third option, just to show you, okay, x equals negative 1, okay? All right, I've now drawn in that dotted line, but mine's solid. Don't worry about it. But what I want you to see here is that this blue line and this green line, okay, it's going to look like they're touching, but they never in fact touch, okay? It's because the green line is a boundary, okay? That's what an asymptote is. It's a boundary. It's saying that I'm never going to get there, okay? So that's just why they put in that dotted line, is because that's how you graph rational functions. That's what this is. It's a rational function. That's how you graph it. But we'll get back to that in a much later unit, because right now you're just matching things. Okay? All right, so let's go to a new problem. So let's delete these lines out of Desmos. Okay? And let's go to a new problem. All right, so, and I lost Desmos when I clicked over. That's okay. Here we go. Okay, so we've got, A, B, C, D. Those are a bunch of hot messes, but that's all right. We got this. Okay. All right. 1 divided by x, and then curly brackets, x less than negative 2. I mean, literally, honestly, what I'm testing is your ability to type something in. Okay. All right. Negative x plus 1, and then can you make a comparison? So negative 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4, curly bracket, okay? All right, and then 2 plus, all right, let me hide these tools, square root, oh, it popped up where it didn't need to be, square root x. Okay, now you make sure you click that arrow key so that way you're not underneath the radical. Okay, curly bracket, x greater than or equal to 4, close that bracket. Okay. All right, so just off the top, all right, A, no comparison. Okay, there's no comparison with A because they've got a nice curve here on the right. Okay, that's not the same direction of a curve. Okay, B looks good. Okay, we got some open circles here and closed circles here. So let's come back to it. B is a solid candidate. C, no comparison in my graphs. D, absolutely no comparison. Okay, so let's look at B, okay? And let's look at this open circle right here. So if I put my cursor onto the purple graph and I just follow it along, look right there. Okay, there's that open circle. So I wish you could see me in the classroom because I could point to both of them. But look at that open circle on Desmos. Look at the open circle on answer choice B. Okay, so that matches. That's good. Okay. All right, now let's take B. So if I move my cursor here, okay, it remains solid, just like the one on my problem. Open circle here. Okay, so that's perfect. Then if I go here, just hold that mouse and move it along. Close circle there. So this is a perfect match, okay? Even though Desmos doesn't put that open circle clearly like it does here in the answer choice B, it's there. You just gotta click on that line and follow it to the end until you get that open circle. Okay? All right, so let's do one more because I think hopefully by now you're thinking, I can do this because that's all you're doing. That's what piecewise functions are. Is I've taken pieces of a graph and I've put them all on one graph. Okay, that's all I've done. Okay, all right, so let's go here. Let's find Desmos again. Okay, all right. Oof, another hot mess, but that's all right. We got this. Okay, so 3 to the exponent of x, need to get out of that exponent, plus 3. All right, curly brackets x less than or equal to -3. Okay, enter. You press enter to get to the next line, by the way. 6. Okay, actually, I need to probably put y equals 6, okay? That's to get that horizontal line to appear. Okay, -3 less than x less than 1. Okay, press enter. Let me actually take off y equals and see if it would do it. Oh, it will. Okay. Sometimes Desmos doesn't like to behave. Okay, all right, absolute value. So let's get the absolute value from here. X, close the absolute value, -3, curly brackets, x greater than or equal to 1, close that curly bracket. Okay. All righty. So B and D are out. Okay, we don't have any curves. These are all straight lines. So B, D are out. Okay. So A is out. Okay, so now we're just left with C, and let's just make sure, okay, that we've got the same thing. If I press on the green, open circle on the left, open circle on the right, that's good. And then if I take the blue one, yes, okay. And if I take the purple one, yes, okay. Now, let me show you how much you're also missing. Okay, so when you look at C, okay, C does match, but look how much is getting cut off when you have a multiple choice like this. So if I zoom out, let's see if it's going to do it. Okay, you can't really see it. Okay, but this one right here, this 3 to the x plus 3, okay, that's an exponent, okay? That's an exponential function, which means it's got a curve to it, and we're not seeing the curve when it cuts off that piece. Let me take off the restriction. Let me see if that'll do it. Yeah, see, look at that, okay? That's the other thing that piecewise functions do, okay, is they really do cut off, okay, what the whole graph truly represents. Because if you look at C, okay, and you just look at it, like if I did not have Desmos at all, and I was trying to say, you know what, I think I could figure it out by just kind of saying, okay, that's an exponential, so I'm looking for a curve. Well, you might be led to believe that maybe B or D is the correct answer because those are the ones that have curves in them. And even then, this has been cut off from a parabola. Okay, so in B and D, that's a cutoff from a parabola. Okay, so you are missing some key elements, okay, when you start getting into piecewise functions. So that's why it's really important that you type it in the calculator If you're not an expert, okay, and I'll be the first one to admit, I mean, yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, but I screw it up, okay? So you really want to double check what you're typing in here and making that comparison here, okay? All right, if you've got any questions, you know how to contact me, but that's your assignment for today. Let me show you while I'm thinking about it. Your assignment, okay? Oh, get that video off. Ugh. Um, your assignment today, it's in a quiz, but don't worry about it. It's just so that way you can type in the multiple choice, okay? So don't worry about that it being a quiz. I mean, literally, if I hit preview, okay, it says question 1. You'll literally type in whichever one you pick for question 1. That's how easy it is. But it's not a quiz. It's just a daily work assignment, okay? All right, you guys. Good luck, and if you need help, let me know.